Well, across the state this week, Utahns will join in celebrating and honoring the thousands of pioneers who crossed the plains with their wagons to reach Utah in 1847. One key part of the celebration is the Pioneer Day Parade.
This year, Elder David A. Bednar, an apostle of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, has been named Grand Marshal. Mike Hedrick sat down with Elder Bednar and his wife, Susan.
For decades, Elder Bednar has traveled with his wife Susan around the world as a husband, a father, a teacher, as an apostle of the Savior Jesus Christ. And on the 24th of July, he will hold a title he has never held before, Grand Marshal.
Susan and I are delighted to participate in commemorating the pioneers. We don't really know who we are or where we are unless we know something about where we came from. So to participate in that commemoration for us is a thrill.
The theme for this year's parade, Stout Pioneer Hearts, Lift Others. And Sister Bednar says when lifting others, that stout heart is key.
I think in order to be a pioneer or stand up for something you believe in, you have to be brave.
The present day equivalent of that is I can do hard things. Stout to me suggests strength and stamina and perseverance.
And Elder Bednar has a bloodline of stout pioneer saints, not crossing the plains with handcarts and wagons, but rather starting in England with his great-great-grandfather Luke Cyphus and grandmother Christina Long. They sailed to Australia and along the way became friends with a man by the name of Joseph Ridges.
Joseph, as a young man in England, had learned how to build organs, and he fashioned what is believed to be one of the first organs in Australia.
People were fascinated by the sound of the instrument, and shortly after, Joseph Ridges joined the church, brought the organ from Australia to California to Salt Lake City, and set it up in the old Bowery on Temple Square.
Brigham Young heard that organ and invited Joseph Ridges to build the organ that we now have in the tabernacle today. So in a way that my great-great-grandfather never could have known, he was lifting, he was helping, and it has influenced generations of people. So the lifting is done in seemingly small ways that over an extended period of time have an impact none of us can ever really imagine.
Elder and Sister Bednar echo the words of a children's primary song of what it truly means to be a pioneer.
And it goes, you don't have to push a handcart, leave your family dear, or walk 1,000 miles or more to be a pioneer.
Everybody's a pioneer. You don't have to have Latter-day Saint ancestors who crossed the plains to be related to pioneers or to be a pioneer yourself. In some way, some fashion, every single person is a pioneer, blazing a trail that no one in that family has ever blazed before.